want to talk to you about vaccines, okay? I would refer you today to the Times-Union. It's on the front page of the website. I don't know where it is in the paper. If you think that there is a vaccine plan in place and it's all mapped out, it is not. It is not. And what happened was, as usual with this governor, he changed everything midstream at the last minute. Sound familiar? Exactly the same thing he did with the phased openings, if you recall, which we were screaming about because it was a mess. Same thing is happening right now with vaccine distribution. He has no plan. He doesn't know what he's doing. He took it away from the counties, who are the best equipped to distribute vaccines. I love Albany Med. I think they're phenomenal. I love Samaritan. They are not equipped to do mass vaccination events. This county is, Albany County is, Saratoga, Schenectady, Greene, Columbia, the whole state. The county health departments are the ones that have done this in the past numerous times. They have the plans in place. That got yanked away from us, back centralized, because this governor's a control freak, centralized it into these regional centers. We do not have a single dose of vaccine in this county. Not one. There was 170,000 initial doses coming to the state of New York. Think about this math. 170,000 doses to the state of New York earlier this week, Monday. Of that, 7,800 were targeted for the capital region, which is all the counties around us, right? That's about 1 million people. 7,800 is not going to go very far to begin with, but it's a start, and we understand that the ramp-up's got to happen. That's fine. Of that 7,800, neither Mary Fran or I could tell you at all how many Rensselaer County was getting. Didn't know. Still don't know. Not getting our first doses out to Van Rensselaer Manor until December 28th. Okay. That's the truth. We don't have a single shot. We don't have a dose. We have nothing. We are not in charge of vaccine distribution. This is madness, what is going on. And what is going to unfold over the next month or two, I don't think you're going to be very happy, because it's going to be chaotic, because there is no plan, because the governor took it away. And then, and I hope you're watching, Governor, I hope you're watching, for you to say in your live press conference the other day, well, you know, the county executive's not going to be having his political list of buddies. The audacity of you to say that, the arrogance of you to say that about any county executive in this state or any county manager, that we would somehow have a political list, when you're the one who's politicized this day in and day out, every second of every day. You've politicized this COVID crisis. And you continue it again. And then to say, it's not going to be political. You kidding me? Ridiculous. Insulting. Arrogant. How dare you? How dare you say that about any county executive? It's ridiculous to think that we would politicize this. We have zero control over it, but even if we did, we wouldn't be politicizing it. What we would be doing is putting a plan in place, which you are failing miserably to do. Albany Med, I love them. They're not equipped to do this. They're not. They're calling the county saying, you guys have any ideas? Because we don't really do this. That's the truth. There it is, folks. That's the truth of what's going on out here. So please don't pick the phone up and say, when can I get my vaccine? Call the New York State Health Department. Place a call to Howard Zucker. Call Andrew Cuomo's office. Place a call to him and say, hey, Governor, when can I get my vaccine? That's the truth of what's going on. Did I miss anything?
No, I mean, the one positive thing, though, is that Albany Med has invited, because at the beginning of this plan, public health was completely carved out. And so our association worked really hard, and NISAC worked really hard. We are at the table now as advisors.
Right.
So at least we have a voice, and that was done this week. And I do thank Albany Med, Dr. McKenna, to recognize us, because as Steve has said, we have been doing vaccinations forever. We've always had preparedness units since 9/11.
Yeah.
We were asked a month ago when we were very busy, to hand a plan into the state, and we all did in a record time. We had 3 days to do it. We put it in, and then for us not to be even on their slides to mention public health. But I don't know how it happened, but what we are now is we are invited to the table with Albany Med to be advisors, for this plan. So we're on advisory task force.
Yeah, which is great.
Which is great, and that's one thing, I just want to say, to Dr. McKenna, because we are the experts in this, and we know our community very well. That's really important, to know your community and where are the gaps and where are the lack of resources, because those are the people that we really want to target to get them to get the vaccine. And where people always rely on the public health because we know our community.
Exactly.
So we will be at the table from now on.
Yeah, so let me just clarify too, because as I said, love Albany Med. Dr. McKenna, awesome, love him. I listen to him every week on the radio. Him and Dr. Vendetti, phenomenal. None of this is their fault. None of it. It was thrown at them at the last second. You're going to do it. You're going to distribute it. This is what this governor does every time. Creates chaos, throws it in there, and says, you figure it out. And then when things go wrong, well, don't blame me. Hey, don't blame me. It's them. This is not Albany Med. They're not at fault. They're great people, heroes down there. Love them, just like we love Samaritan. It's not their ballywick, for use that old term, but it's not what they do. It is what health departments do. It is that. So to their credit, they brought you to the table. But the administration had the counties carved out completely from the process. It's going to be problematic if the counties are not front and center with this distribution plan, because as Mary Fran said and I said, they're the ones that know how to do this. They're the ones that know the community. There's another thing the governor said, I got to have a task force to, underserved communities. No, you don't, because we would never underserve a community. We would go right in to all parts of the community and get the job done. But God forbid this governor delegate a little bit. No, he just rather dictate. I'm telling you, I'm ticked off about it because it's going to be problematic, and it's going to be a million phone calls into us saying, what's going on? What's the delay? What's taking so long? We have zero control over it, folks. None. There's a straight scoop about what's going on. I hope somebody, believe me, I'm sure the governor's people are watching, chewing their fingernails right now, ticked off. That's the truth about what's going on. Pay attention, folks, because this governor is screwing this up royally, and we'll see what happens going forward.